How's it going, everyone? Fargast here, and it is summertime, and we are going to look at the Special Heroes Overseas Memories. I'm just going to give you guys my thoughts on the banner. Like I mentioned in the other review, I'm not the best player, so I just want to kind of give my opinion on these units and kind of how I'm just going to bring this over here, and kind of how I'll be using them and just kind of generally like my thoughts on them all. So yeah, we're just gonna hit start. I'm just gonna jump to it. I think Ingrid is the best. Oh, first of all, this art is god tier. People aren't really feeling Kiboon's art here. I mean, they are, but they aren't. I feel like the most criticism of art has been levied towards that one. So we watch it. Solstice Night. Very cool. Beautiful art. Oh my god. Looks so good. I legit think Ingrid is the real winner here. So I didn't know this at first, but guard bearing is actually flyer exclusive. And apparently it's melee locked, which is interesting. We'll start with Starpoint Lance. Grants speed +3. During unit's first combat and player phase or enemy phase, grants everything +5 and unit restores 10 HP during combat, sturdy impact, and guard bearing, and odd speed wave. So the general theme behind all of these units are like these, first combat and player phase. And I feel like that kind of filters these units and these weapons into only specific types of modes that aren't super like overwhelming with crazy strats. And that basically means like arena and like arena assault to me, and like PvE stuff, where you have to kind of depend on like that first hit for your guy to tank or something, and then you can kind of deal with the rest of them as things go along, and the battles don't generally last too long. Whereas with like Aether raids, you have to deal with like 2 dancers and a bunch of traps and stuff, and you might get, jumped by like this weird Wings of Mercy crazy dance technique, and you're just like, well, okay, I guess I'm just dealing with like 3 different attacks now, and like Gale Force and stuff, only going to be useful, or the most useful if you want to use them in anything for that sort of mode. But as far as kind of Ingrid goes, I think she's the definite winner here. As far as like that kind of like direction you want to go, as a blue lance flyer, with this lance and guard bearing, I feel like again like arena would be really, really good for her. And then she does her little attack, and she's looking great, and yeah. And then we have Solar Songstress. A dagger infantry. And I don't know about you guys, but like I don't really like these weapons. I mean, again, it's useful for like those modes where there's not a lot going on, but a dagger, like a colorless, like a dagger for this, I don't know. It just seems like there's a lot more better options than like this sort of effect. An attack cantrip is a pretty interesting skill, but I'm more of a like Wings of Mercy. I'm more of like a Wings of Mercy guy for his dancers. But I guess if you want to not use chill attack or anything, then you can use cantrip. But I don't think it's anything like to write home about. To be honest, it seems like it's kind of not worth trying to pull for. I feel like there's other options right now that can do a pretty solid job of it already, but I mean, maybe you do want that mega crazy attack debuff. Then we have Hanging with Tens, and I think that's a surfing reference, but also it's kind of funny how he's like hanging out with like literal 10 out of 10s with Ingrid and everyone else. So I think that's pretty funny. And that suits his personality. Green Tome Cav. Cool, I guess. Melon Float is still that weird weapon. Yeah, he's getting benched pretty bad. He's not gonna, poor guy. But at least he's a pretty cheap demote who looks really good, right? I guess that's kind of a good takeaway here. The Fellstars duo. So this is a red tome flyer, and the first thing I thought of when I saw the skills was basically like, okay, you're going to be super, super fast. You're going to be mega fast because you have attack speed push 4, and your weapon is just like meant to go really quick cooldown. And then if you meet these conditions, then you get more speed and attack, and you're just bullying the slower units like hardcore. Who might depend on you know, the skills that would guarantee follow-up attacks or prevent units follow-up attacks. And she's just like, no thanks, bro. We're gonna go for this weird palm tree weapon thing. I feel like, and when we see here with the duo skill of Desperation, did I skip something? No. So we're gonna look at the, like, this comes up, and Rhea's very tiny for some reason. It makes Edelgard look so massive. Are they gonna pick her? Yeah, so we look at her speed, and it's 42, and that's like the fastest. That's like the highest speed and like attack. Well, I don't know if it's. I think it's tied for attack. I think like Adrift Camilla has 36 attack as well, but she has not that great speed. So immediately, I think like if you need a red tome flyer for Blade Tome, I feel like she's a really good pick. Or you could like do well with like her weapon and attack speed push already, but I feel like she's like just a really, if you end up picking her, you have like a really good pocket red tome flyer for Blade Tome. And Desperation as a duo, cool, I guess. I don't know. I just feel like it's okay. It's like pretty cool, I guess. Yeah, I mean, there's not even like the duo skill is like, yeah, it's cool. I guess, I suppose. Not a lot of range. Desperation. The art's great, and then we have Lorenz, who is the probably just the red infantry version of these weapons. And yeah, so all in all, I think the art's fantastic here. It's all great, but I don't think the weapons are that impressive, and I feel like the skills that you can get off these aren't super fantastic either. And I think Ingrid is like the best unit here. And I feel like if you did get the duo unit, I feel like Blade Tome might be a better call. But yeah, so guys, that's gonna do it for this quick analysis. I've only been doing this for like just short of 10 minutes. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think of this banner, and let me know if I missed anything here, but I think I might pass on this. As much as I love the units, I don't really feel like there's anything I desperately need right now. Yeah, I don't think it's worth pulling for. So let me know what you guys think. And with that being said, I'll see you in the next one. Deuces.